intro cut off somehow. I don't know what happened. Our intro just cut off. That was really weird. Sorry about that, guys. All right. Trisha, can you lower we're looking at your ceiling right now. Yeah, there you are. Yay. There's your beautiful face. Oh, wait, it keeps coming back. Perfect.
Hey.
Yes.
Nice.
There's your beautiful face. Hey guys, what's up? We're all in our pajamas tonight. Yep. I'm loving up. Very on theme. John, what time is it where you are right now in Scotland?
It is 3:30 a.m.
Trooper. Yeah. See, this is why Dawn never joins us.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know, she joins us for the finales. Hey, well, Marjoram. Oh, Octi Chardonnay. We've got a new face in here. Hello. Ooh. Good to see you. I'm so excited that all four of us are on tonight. That's so cool.
We've been trying this for how long now?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Well, Dawn was always going to be just on the finale, but it's so funny because because Trisha and J-Star have never been on together. It's like every week one of them couldn't make it. So finally we're all together. I'm so happy.
We're having our own reunion.
Yes. Yes, exactly. All right. So I kind of already, Dawn and I already kind of talked about how we felt, a little bit about how we felt about it. What is everybody's, I want to get everyone in the chat and us, everyone's opinions. Trisha, let's start with you. What did you think of the finale?
Okay, I liked it because it wrapped everything up in a nice little bow, but then I didn't like it because it kind of wrapped everything up in a neat little bow, and it was so rushed. I mean, take your time and tell the story right. I mean, but it was still good. It was still good, but it was just a little too convenient.
I hear ya. J-Star, what about you?
Oh, I loved it. As I love everything that has to do with Andrew Lincoln and Danai. I loved it. It was nice. I liked it a lot. It was I adore this episode. Not more than episode 4 though, but I adore this episode so much. It's everything that I've asked for. It's everything that I could have asked for. It's truly amazing. And
the only thing that would have made it better is if Abraham had come back to life and met up with him in the field, right?
Even better. Yes. If Abraham would have just came up out of nowhere talking about, you guys made it to Washington. So yeah, that would have been the best thing in the world. Lovely. Honestly.
Dawn, what about you?
It is the sum up of everything I've said about the season, which is this has been a show of two halves. It's like two shows put together. One half, two visions put together. One is really good, one is not good. Danai's vision of our love story, everything to do with Rick and Michonne, is brilliant, works really well, happy ending, done writing, everything to do with the CRM and that Scott Kimple's come up with is not good. And that's basically this episode. Rick and Michonne, fantastic. CRM stuff, terrible.
Oh, Scotty. Yeah, I will say, I watched it last night in a weird state of mind because I was in between like I was having horrific nightmares all night.
Yeah.
And I watched it like in between that. So I was kind of in a weird state of mind when I was watching it. But for some reason, like the reunion at the end, which is what I was waiting for, which is what I wanted more than anything, just did nothing for me. But then when I watched it just now, I was crying. Like, so I don't know. I was in a weird state of mind when I watched it the first time, I think. But my thoughts are exactly like Trisha's. But here's the thing. I have only seen, in my history of watching TV, I've only seen one series finale that I actually thought was great. And that was 6 Feet Under. And series finales, I don't think, it's really hard to make a good series finale because either things are left, like there are still loose ends, or everything ties up a little bit too neatly. Mm-hmm. And in this case, it tied everything up a little bit too neatly. I got everything I wanted from it, but it just felt exactly like I echo everything you said, Trisha. It just felt kind of rushed, and it honestly was like, I don't know, maybe my third or fourth favorite out of the 6. Mm-hmm. Number 4 is still like tops for me.
Yeah, me too.
Followed by number 2. And then the others are kind of like, I don't know. This one might be last, actually. I hate to say that, but it might be my least favorite. But it was a series finale. I mean, I think it was like, I don't think it was worse than most series finales. It just felt like kind of a typical series finale, you know?
It was better than the main show's finale.
Oh my God. Don't even get me started.
I don't even remember the main show's finale. Wasn't it like Father Gabriel?
Was that bad?
Didn't Father Gabriel just like open some gates and then it cut to like a morning scene and everybody was like, "Oh yeah, we're happy now," and then Rosita died.
Oh God!
And then that was it. That was just it. After that, she just dies and then end of the show.
That's the only good thing about it. I couldn't stand her.
Jesus Christmas, man!
I couldn't stand her. Every time there was a death coming up, take her, please, God.
Oh my gosh. all the Rosita fans are unsubscribing right now.
I don't have a problem with Rosita. It was just like I felt like they tried to force her character to be a badass towards the end of seasons, and that's just not how her character should have been handled, in my opinion. But that's just my little opinion. So.
I think that was it for me too. She just felt, I don't know.
I hated the whole baby daddy thing. Like, let's reduce her to being the center of 3 men and a Rosita. That was just like, no, she deserved better than that. Give her something more interesting than having 3 men be in love with her. Like,
yeah. Hey, I'm Kara. Good to see you. It's most shows shouldn't go past 3 seasons. Okay, see this I'm gonna disagree with. Kara says most shows shouldn't go past 3 seasons because that's usually when shows go downhill. I think 3 seasons is a good amount, but there are so many, there's so many shows that have gotten where some of their best seasons were like toward the end. Walking Dead, seasons 9 and 10 were brilliant.
Yeah.
Season 4 was brilliant.
And half of 5. I like the first half until they got to Alexandria. And then it was
without,
See,
without,
I liked when they got to Alexandria in season 5.
Yeah.
But
without the rest of the seasons, we wouldn't have Michonne.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like, I'm a diehard Michonne fan. I'll climb to the top of Mount Everest and tell the whole world about it.
I think they were actually. I think Michonne was actually my first. Michonne might actually be my first TV ship ever.
Wow.
Because I never got into shipping before. Yeah, I just never got into. I had a stipulation. I could ship them. I refused to ship them unless she knocked them out.
Oh, no.
That was my like she does in the comics. I was waiting for that. Like, if she knocks them out, then I could totally get on board with shipping them. Because I wanted her to pay him back for how he treated her when she got to the prison. And like, if she knocks him out, I'm good with it. And she knocked him out, and I was like, all right, cool. I'm Team Michonne 100%.
And like, without the hostility at the prison, we wouldn't have Michonne today.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have the classic line of "Don't you ever touch me again." And then, I only feel safe when I'm with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Uh-huh.
I need to rewatch that. I need to watch that scene, that episode again when she got to the prison. Not that it's particularly great, but because that the episode was good, but I don't like watching that scene because I just don't like watching because I felt bad for Michonne. But but the reunion with Carol is in that too, and that always makes me sob. That's in that episode, right?
It is. Oh no, I wouldn't. When Michonne came on the scene, I ain't care about nothing else. I was like, the minute I seen Michonne at the gate, and then I seen Rick looking at Michonne, what's going on here? This chemistry that I see.
What was I going to say? That was so long ago, man. I'm just trying to. Yeah, because Maggie and Glenn had just gotten captured by Merle.
Mm-hmm.
I got to go back and watch season 3 again. It wasn't really my favorite season overall, but it was, I liked season 4 a lot more. But you know what? What's funny is I started watching The Walking Dead in 2013 when I was in a hospital bed for like 3 months. And I got to the season 2 finale, and I didn't know there was a comic book. And I got to the season 2 finale, and Michonne shows up, saving Andrea at the end. And I'm like, all right, this is some comic book shit. And so I immediately Googled Walking Dead comic book, and that's how I found out that it was a comic book. So I'm like, yeah, this is straight up. It's a straight up comic book stuff. Because she just looked like such a comic book character, and I was like, oh yeah, okay. And it seemed like, it was a big deal. Like people were supposed to recognize her or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, there's got to be something going on here. So that's how I found out about the comics. I had no idea it was a comic before.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a thing. I got into it because I saw some gameplay of Telltale's Walking Dead, and I was like, bro, I gotta watch this show because I want to see Lee and Clementine. And And then imagine my shock when this white dude come on the screen talking to another white dude in a car about marriage problems, and I'm just like, where's Lee and Clementine? Are they going to get Lee from the station? And then it went on, and I'm just like, I don't understand what's happening, but okay, I'll give it a chance. And thankfully, I did. Very happy that I did. It's a very amazing fandom. The Walking Deaders.
Hey, if you're here watching, please make a note in the chat so that I can do a drawing for a free Funko Pop. If I don't know you're watching, if I don't know you're here, then I can't put you in the drawing. So please just leave a quick note to let us know you're here. And I will enter you in a drawing for a free Rick, Michonne, or Carol or Daryl Funko Pop. Is there a Gabriel Funko Pop?
Oh, there must be, isn't there? With his hat and his one eye? Surely.
You would think. You know what there has been a big absence of? Have they ever made a Beth Funko Pop?
Why would they?
I really don't care about Beth. Not my favorite character. But I just always thought it was weird that there was a suspicious lack of Beth merch.
I think there is a Funko Pop. I'm sure I remembered like Emily Kinney posing with it. I'm sure.
Oh yeah, there is.
I didn't care for Beth. I didn't care for her death. According to the fans, Maggie didn't care for it either because she didn't deliver a snot bubble. So, like, apparently Maggie just never cared for Beth, even though she grieved and cried for her tiny sister who died.
Yeah, but we all know the reason is because Beth isn't dead.
Honestly. Like, Beth's death just pisses me off every time.
It was
so pointless. It's like
it really was.
You're trying to stab her with suture scissors. They're not even long enough to even cut paper.
Yeah.
Like, and then they like curve, and it was. And all Emily Kinney had to do was tell people, like, yeah, no, I don't want to be on the show anymore, so I'm not showing up to set. Like, that she could have just pulled a Heath and not even come to set no more.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Are we sad we didn't see Heath in The Ones Who Live? Did anybody really expect to see him? I didn't, but I think some people did.
I didn't either.
I honestly forget that Heath is an actual person and not a candy bar.
Yeah, but we still never found out what this PPP thing is.
No.
Like, what?
Sorry.
What the hell, man?
Had a
protect, preserve, something else beginning with piano.
I mean, all that means to me is like triple pianissimo or something. Like,
all right.
Be very, very quiet.
All right.
Like, I don't know. We're trying to make the walker sounds extra quiet. I don't know.
I don't know. All I know is Michonne is pregnant after this season of The Ones Who Live. There's no way she can't be. Like, there's absolutely no way she can't.
I would hope she's not, because a geriatric pregnancy in the zombie apocalypse is just not going to be a fun time.
She brought RJ. She can do it again.
That was a long time ago, though. I don't know if she was quite in geriatric stage at that point when she was with RJ. She would definitely be in geriatric stage now. I in a zombie apocalypse, I would not expect any geriatric pregnancy to survive.
Nah,
That would be tough.
honestly.
But now they've got all the technology. It's like they're saying at the end, that everything, they've got all the supplies of the TRC and the CRM, and they can have, and they're going to share it with everybody. So it's like,
Yeah, they were doing drops at the end.
yeah,
They got doctors, sort of. They got something that helps people survive.
Yeah.
Dangerous injuries. They got no, Sadiq dead. They don't got Sadiq. They
no.
Carson. Oh wait, no, he dead too.
Everybody good died.
He dead.
They just
Yeah.
Maggie's somewhere hunting Negan. I don't know. They got something to help people in doctor position.
Yeah, I mean they do have a functioning hospital in the Commonwealth.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah, she can always there.
I seen Daryl Dixon with Laurent.
I like the idea of a half zombie baby and like they
Would that mean they'd have to have sex with a zombie?
Oh God!
What
I hope not.
What if somebody dies and then like the baby? I mean, we saw that with Laurent a bit, but if it's like longer than that, like they die at like 8 months pregnant, and then a zombie baby, that would be interesting. Yeah.
And like,
well, to the baby.
And like the baby is basically, it's kind of like, totally seems like a human, but they're basically like a vampire. Like they need
other humans.
Like, they need to eat flesh to survive.
They're cannibal at that point. That's it.
Yeah. So they're just like an immortal cannibal baby.
Oh God, that would be terrible existence, honestly.
But wait, if they're immortal, would the baby ever stop being a baby? Would it grow up?
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
No,
like it would just.
It will never grow up. It will never grow teeth. It's just gonna be.
Bro.
It's gonna die because
at that
some other zombie's gonna blend up some flesh for it or something.
No, I mean at that point, might as well get Michonne to chuck it out of a helicopter.
Yeah. No kidding. Guys, really quick before I forget, Dawn and I are going live tomorrow morning are we doing 9 a.m. again tomorrow?
Yep, 9 a.m. is good.
All right. Well, 10 a.m. Eastern time, 9 a.m. Central. And we're doing our live recap tomorrow morning. I still have to do my notes after this.
Yes, so do I. And it's 4 a.m. Who knows when I'm going to do them?
Oh man. And then just to let you guys know, after tomorrow morning, Cyborg Queen is on a 2-week vacation. So I might squeeze out something on Cyborg Disco. That's my disability and mental health thing. I mean, that's kind of like whenever I feel like it kind of thing. I might squeeze something out on there, but other than that, we are on a break. No A-hole Queens. Antler Queens is on hold until the fall. Book of Carol starts up in the summer, but A-hole Queens will start up again in 2 weeks. So we're taking this Monday off and the next Monday off. So Kelly's getting vacation. Woohoo! I so need one, man. Oh my God, I so need one. And of course, I'm probably going to be like messaging Dawn in the meantime, like, hey, let's do an episode on
yeah.
It's like we're both so excited about Book of Carol.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm taking time off, and I'm like, and I'm probably going to be like, let's do an episode on something.
You can't stop yourself. You're just like, you've got to work. You've got to be doing stuff.
Yeah, no, I need to take a break. I need a break for a little while. It's been a hectic long period of streaming 4 to 5 times a week. It's been a lot. And you would never know that by our channel because like most of our and all of the videos, by the way, that I've been privating due to like, because they didn't have enough views or whatever, I am going to put on I'm going to put as members only content. So I'll start channel memberships. I'll also put those videos on the Patreon. I'm going to start doing that soon after my 2-week break. And so people can see our entire library of content, everything that's been privated. You have your choice. You can either join our Patreon for that, or you can sign up for our YouTube membership, whichever works better for you. And then you can access all of our content that's unavailable publicly. So I'll be working on that soon. We've got a lot of stuff to do. Also, we've got a project, another new project. We're getting back to H Block Queens, which is our Wentworth podcast. And Jade and I will be covering that together. And we've got something else new coming up soon. And I teased it on Twitter the other day with some red balloons, if that gives anybody any clue. Any clue to the red balloons? Send anything off for anybody?
Pennywise.
Does it feature a clown?
Yeah, Jerisha had it.
I'm the only one who's thinking of the song.
Yeah, nine red balloons. Yeah.
The song. I'm like, why are we thinking 80s music?
Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome to Derry is starting in 2025. So it's still a ways away, but Pamela and I are working on some content ahead of time just for our new Dairy Queens show. We had to name it Dairy Queen. I mean, come on.
Very good.
Yeah.
And we're going to do either, like, we haven't decided if it's going to be it's going to be anywhere from 2 to 4 episodes, covering the original miniseries and then the
movie.
Current 2 movies. It's chapters 1 and 2. And then just kind of like as a lead up. So that'll be like whenever we have time. Cause the show's not coming out until 2025. And then we might talk about like the trailers. We might break down the trailers and stuff, but the cast looks pretty good so far. I'm pretty excited about it. It was always one of my favorite horror films. So I'm pretty excited to cover Welcome to Derry. I hope it doesn't suck.
I'm already terrified. I refuse to watch that.
I know. I know you will not be watching it, Trisha.
No. My mom tortured me. She tortured Stephen King. He doesn't know her, but she has been to his house. She's not a stalker. She's just a fan. But yeah,
and I just want to say, because I know that Nancy Ritter watches some of our content. So don't know if she's ever watched any of our Walking Dead content, but just in case she ever sees this, I just want to throw it out there that John Ritter is actually Nancy Ritter is John Ritter's widow. They were married at the time when he died. John Ritter is what got me into horror because he was in it. I was obsessed with John Ritter when I was a little kid.
He's in it?
Yeah.
I'm surprised I don't remember that. I love him.
Yeah, he played
movie doing like this.
Yeah, he played Ben. He played Ben, the overweight kid that like lost weight and and he was Ben Hanscom. He was I was obsessed with him when I was a little kid, and so when he was in it, like I didn't care that it was a scary horror film and I was a little kid. I had to watch it because John Ritter was in it. So I just, I had to watch it. So John Ritter is what got me into horror.
It's all his fault.
Yeah. He's Yes, Wild Marjoram, John Ritter from Three's Company. I was obsessed with that show when I was a kid. Just obsessed. And
I don't know about it.
Oh, he was so fantastic. He was like, I idolized that man when I was a kid. And then I also, and when I got a little bit older, like I was obsessed with Tim Curry. Because Clue is my all-time favorite movie. And so I appreciated it that much more that Tim Curry was Pennywise. But so that's just a look forward of just a preview of what we've got coming to us. And
nice.
Yeah. And I will I am going to hang on one second. I'm going to do everybody. I'm giving one more chance here for anybody watching to comment in the chat if you're watching, so that I can put you in the drawing. And I am going to be doing that soon. So let me just bring this up here, and then I'm going to spin the wheel and then see where it lands. So everybody get your comments in if you're watching. And so while we're doing that, Trisha, who was your MVP of the episode? Who was your MVP of the episode tonight, do you think?
I am drawing a blank.
Yeah.
I'm just drawing a blank here.
Okay, we can come back to you. J-Star, what about you?
My MVP of the episode, of course, it's got to be the main man, Rick. It's got to be my man's Rick.
Okay.
He came out, lying to people and messing things up.
Yeah.
He killed Bill with no problem. I appreciated that. And then he went on to toss Thorn around like she wasn't nothing with just one hand. So of course, Rick, always.
Awesome. And Dawn, what about you?
I'm going to go with Michonne because she was the one that was like, Rick was meant to be there so he could walk about, freely. But she was the one that
Dawn?
Yeah?
Dawn, I'm going to cut you off.
Okay.
Because the preview just started. Hang on one second, guys. I'm gonna get this set up, okay?
Okay. I'll just finish what I'm saying while she's doing that.
Yeah. I want to hear it.
Michonne was the one at most risk because, like, if she got found out where she was, you know, they would like kill her, and there was thousands of them in that building. So I think Michonne risked more than Rick did. So Michonne's my most valued players.
All right, I can see that point. I can understand it. I can get it. Like,
but
Trisha,
I mean, Rick doing everything with one hand was pretty impressive, though. That he was like, "I'm not going to need this."
Yeah, I was upset that he got rid of it because I'm like, why would you get rid of it? You literally only have one hand.
Yeah.
But yeah. What a
yeah,
run.
So.
It's Rick Grimes. He can do it.
I guess it represented the CRM to him, so he wanted to do it on his own, I guess.
Yeah. Yes. Trisha, did you think of one? Did you think of an MVP? No. Oh, there.
Yes, Marjoram, I did fix my artwork. It's still not on the wall, it's just propped up on the back of the sofa. Oh, here we go.
Oh.
There she went.
There I am. Okay. Okay. All right. I got the let me just present here. Okay. Hopefully it'll work this time.
Oh, there we go.
All right.
And now, a sneak peek at the new season of The Walking Dead. Daryl Dixon, The Book of Carol.
I don't see anything.
No.
It's like a whole hour.
It's like
You guys, AMC is a butt. It is being a huge, like, it is so uncooperative.
Crazy.
It hasn't let me present anything tonight suddenly. So I'm going to check YouTube real quick and see if it's on YouTube instead of you, because I have YouTube TV. That's what I was using to screen the episode. I'm going to check YouTube and see if they've put it on there. And
yeah, because they normally do for stuff like that. The official account.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, it's weird. Like, I've never had trouble with it until tonight.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay.
Yeah, I got a question. Did y'all think Bill was gonna die? Did y'all think anybody was gonna die in this episode?
I really thought for a second Rick was gonna die.
I did too. I thought Rick was going to die. And actually, I think my MVP is Bill. Because he never, whatever role, I can never remember that man's name. But whatever role he is in, he is that role.
Sorry, hang on. Sorry. Okay. I didn't mean for the sound to interrupt you there. Okay, I'm sorry. What were you saying now?
I'll say my MVP is Bill because I like his acting, and he's just always he never disappoints. He never disappoints.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah,
I saw that he said he was influenced by Thriller when he was being the Walker. Like,
yeah. That's what it.
Too like, I like that he looked realistic though. Like he looked like a person. You know, he didn't really look like a zombie.
Yeah,
He was very fresh.
Yeah, he was super fresh. Dawn, who did you say your MVP was?
She said Michonne.
Michonne.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, because she put herself more at risk by going into the CRM.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta give it to Michonne too. It's a hard toss up, but I mean, Michonne is really the reason that all this happened. So
yeah,
like Michonne basically saved the world.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, y'all, was y'all expecting Michonne to just jump out of a tree when that CRM person came over to kill the walker? Because I saw that and I was just like, why is she in a tree? How?
Oh man.
Like, I wasn't expecting that at all. That was crazy.
Yeah.
That was funny. Actually.
Yeah, for sure.
It was. Why? How? The tree didn't even like. There wasn't even like. It's okay. Logic.
Michonne did parkour.
Yeah, that athleticism coming into play.
So, guys, I'm very sorry, but AMC will not let me play the preview.
Oh no!
And I'm very upset because I've missed it.
Oh no!
I can send you a video of it.
Oh, good. Thank you.
If I can download video.
Thank you.
Did anybody else laugh when Thorin put the pieces together of Rick and Michonne being together? Like he's the one that like Michonne is the person that Rick was trying to get back to.
Yeah, when
the realization hit. Yeah.
And she was like, Dana. And I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. She was called Dana. I totally forgot that.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. So don't know if you guys can see that, but Wild Marjoram, you have a Funko Pop coming to you. So I will get in touch with you and check what Funko Pop you want, and we'll arrange that. Which is great because you were like you just got beat out for our last giveaway. You were so close to winning the t-shirt from Daryl Dixon season 1 the t-shirt, and then you just got beat out barely by somebody else. By Belle. So but yeah, so let me know. Yeah, I could do, let me know. Carol, Rick, Michonne or Daryl, whichever. Yeah, happy Easter to you. Happy Easter to everybody. If you're celebrating.
Yeah, I forgot. That was
but I'm really sorry guys about the preview. I was hoping that it would I was really hoping that would work, but AMC just decided to be a butt tonight. Like I was freaking out that Trisha wasn't going to be able to watch the episode because like it just wasn't working. Like why are you not letting me stream this shit? Like I've never had problems before, but you know.
Yeah, we had sound but no picture, and I was like, well, I can do that. I don't know what's going on, but I can listen.
See, the thing is, there's some nefarious activities going on that you won't be able to hear in the first 0.1 second of the episode.
That's the only thing.
Really calls for a visual representation of Rick and Michelle's love for one another.
Yeah, they were having some hot honeymoon sex.
They were.
But I felt. Did anyone feel weird about Okay, like I said, the second time I watched the reunion, I cried. The first time it just didn't get to me. The second time I actually cried. But did anybody just feel weird about it? Like feel the awkwardness? It's like,
yes, yes.
Yeah, you did.
I felt see, all day yesterday I was freaking out. I was like, I'm not ready. I am not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready for the show to end. I'm not ready to see one of them die if it happens. I'm not ready for the kids to be reunited. I'm not ready for it. I wasn't ready for it. But you know what? I stayed up until 2:30, hopped out of the bed, went to the living room, watched the show, sweated a lot. My jaw was hurting from clenching so much. I need a new teddy bear while I'm at it as well to the store. Or whatever. But yeah. But once he got to the ending, once he got to the reunion, I was just like, I'm like, why is Rick all the way in the background? He should be up there. It should be a bear hug for the family. It should be a family hug.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm not gonna say that it was awkward because of the child actors, because they're children and can't really they work with the material, and if a person can't convey the emotions that a child actor is supposed to have, how are they supposed to know what to do? But then again, because I know there's a ton of complaints about RJ and RJ's acting, and he's a literal child. Yeah. They're all like, yeah. And I think RJ Anthony, I think he acted the way anybody would react to meeting a person that you've never met before and being told so much about them. I think because he didn't even know who this man was. All he knew was, you're the brave man, right? And then and I think, honestly, I think he acted that part right, because after Rick confirms, yes, I'm the brave man, he looks at Michonne like, is he really the brave man? And then Michonne's like, yes, that's the brave man. He's like, hug, gives him a nice tight hug. And I thought that was wonderful.
Yeah.
I didn't really care for the Judith reunion, honestly.
Well, I would have liked to hear Judith say, like, you look just how I remember, because, she had 3 years of him ish before he went. So I think she would still have remembered him, and I would have liked to have, I know she was more forthcoming than RJ because of that, but I would have liked to have her verbalize that and be like, I remember you, kind of thing, But
yeah. See, I felt like, I don't know, I actually kind of felt a little awkward on behalf of Judith, and RJ, because RJ had never met him, but also Judith hadn't seen him since she was 2 or 3 or however old. So I mean, my memories from when I was 3, I mean, I've had a couple over the years, that never left, but I mean, they're very faint. I mean, he's practically a stranger to her too,
Yeah.
So it was just very, I kind of liked that, that they weren't just immediately rushing to, that they rushed to Michonne first. I liked that, because that's who they're comfortable with, it would have been weird if they immediately jumped on Rick and were like, Dad, so, that would have been weird.
Yeah.
I felt like they did exactly the way, I felt like the reunion was exactly the way it should be.
Yeah.
Because I remember, I mean, I know it may sound strange, but when I was little, I didn't spend that much time with my dad because he worked a full-time job and then he worked his side business. So it was rare we saw him. So there were times when, I knew he was my dad. I knew I was crazy about him. He was crazy about us, but I was more reserved around my dad. because I didn't spend that much time with him. So seeing a kid who's not seen him for most of their life, and then their little siblings never seen him at all, they're going to be kind of, checking him out kind of thing. And
yeah,
I felt like it was really cool of him to, he was excited to see them, wanted to, hug them and everything, but he kind of stood back and let them do their thing with their mom.
Yeah, like my grandpa died when I was like 7, and which was really young. So like I don't have that many memories of him, but I adored that man so much. And like, I mean, it destroyed me when he died. I mean, he was just like my idol. And he was like just my absolute favorite person in the world. And if he like just, suddenly materialized in front of me today and was like, "Hey, I never died. I'm still alive." Even though I have some memories of him and he was like my favorite person in the world when I was a kid, I'd still be like kind of awkward. Like, oh, okay, this is weird. So yeah, what have you been up to? Nice to meet you, Grandpa.
Yeah.
One thing that I like about the actress that is playing Judith, she looks a lot like Lori.
Yeah.
I was like, they did some excellent casting with that girl. She looks
she
so
really
much
does.
like Lori. I was like, it took for.
Yeah.
I feel bad
really
for
does.
me. It took me forever to remember what her mom's name was. Like, oh gosh, she looks like her mom. What's her mom's name? Olive Oil. But I couldn't remember. I just remembered Daryl calling her Olive Oil. And I was like, oh, Lori, yeah, that's her name.
Yeah.
But she looks so much like her. They did real good with that.
Yeah.
One thing about the episode that
Shane.
It's all right. It's okay. All right. Nobody needs to know that Shane existed.
Exactly.
I miss Shane. Yeah. I loved Shane. He was a terrible person, but I loved Shane.
He was a great character. I mean, John Bernthal is an amazing actor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss Jadis.
Yeah. Pauline,
I'm gonna miss Jadis.
Was amazing.
And I really, like I appreciate that we got to see Jadis's room and what she was like as a person. Because because like personally, I feel like. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you go ahead.
Yeah. Personally, I feel like she wasn't truly trying to lay with Rick. I think she just enjoyed making him uncomfortable.
Yeah,
just
I agree.
as she did with everyone else. But I appreciate that we got to see that she took on Father Gabriel's last name. She drew a ton of pictures and painted a ton of pictures of the people from Alexandria. Mm-hmm. I don't know if anybody else caught this, but she also called Alexandria her home. So, so it wouldn't have just been her destroying this random community. It would have been her giving up a side of herself that she didn't really want to. So it would have been her choosing one side or the other, literally, quite literally. And I think that that's a beautiful thing that a lot of fans probably, honestly, because Jadis is Jadis and Anne is Anne. So it's Jadis and Anne. And in the end, I think she chose Anne over Jadis.
Yeah,
so I really appreciate all that stuff. I appreciate all the hard work that they went through to give us, the fans and Michonne lovers, such a brilliant, delightful, delectable, gorgeous, amazing. I have a ton of words that I can call this series. Spectacular, fantastic show.
I mean, Dawn and I both have said that like episode 4 is like one of our favorite episodes of the entire Walking Dead universe. Mm-hmm. Like, I think you said it's in like your top 5.
Yeah, if only Danai had been writing for the show for years, I think it would have been so much better.
Yeah, so much better.
Yeah.
So much better. Instead of
would've
this
kept-
Gimple bullshit.
Yeah.
Without Gimple, we wouldn't have Rick and Michonne. They went where the chemistry was.
That's true.
And
But the man is just like, it's so weird because he had some of the best episodes under his belt. Like Clear.
The Grove.
Clear, the Grove. I mean, such brilliant episodes.
It's because of those bolo ties.
You know what? There was an episode of Talking Dead where, you know, no one had seen Gimple for a while, and he comes on to Talking Dead, and he's got this beard. He's got this crazy beard. And my husband and I are looking at each other. We're like, oh no, he's going Jack Torrance. He's entering his Jack Torrance era. and that's when, and it's so funny because that's when everything got crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was pretty funny. But yeah, like he just, I don't know, he lost it somewhere along the way. I mean, he basically introduced the garbage people, one of the worst things to happen to The Walking Dead. He introduced the garbage people just because the pacing of the season was off and he needed to fill time and space. Like, that was the entire reason that they existed. Like, that was, like, that's so bad. Like, what are you doing?
That's okay. It's okay. Because without the garbage people, we wouldn't have learned that Michonne can't fight. Without them, we would have been stuck thinking Michonne is this amazing fighter who can do anything. And then she got beat up, but you know, plot armor saved her life. So it's fine.
Man, that plot armor in tonight's episode is in the shape of a tarpaulin. A wet tarpaulin can save you from a mass explosion.
That plot armor saved so many characters' lives. It saved Rick. It saved Daryl, Carol, Michonne. Yeah. I wish it could have saved Carl, but you know, it is what it is. It couldn't save Rosita.
Yeah.
Couldn't save Rosita at all, even though she got bit in an impossible place to get bit while you're covered up with a baby carriage and everything, but that's fine.
Yeah.
That's okay.
But all right, guys. Anyway, I think I'm gonna close it out for tonight. I still have to do my Dawn and I still have to do our notes.
Yeah.
Recap. Remember, we're going live tomorrow. So join us 10 a.m. Eastern. We will we'll be here recapping the episode in full. And there'll be a live chat so you guys can chat away. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm bummed that we don't have, you know what though? Okay, here's one good thing. Here's one good thing. One really good thing I have to say about the finale. I'm okay with it being over now. Like, I was going to be kind of sad when it was over, but it wrapped it up on such a positive note that I'm okay with it being over. I'm okay with not, like, even though Michonne is one of my favorite characters, I'm okay with not seeing Rick and Michonne again. Like, it's, I feel like I have closure. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I get you.
Yeah.
I'm not okay, but I get you. I understand completely.
I wouldn't want anything that would take them away from the kids again at this point, because it would just feel like, you know, they've just got them back. So I don't want to see them going out fighting whoever. I want, you know, they should be at home with their kids and enjoy all the time they missed. So yeah, it's a difficult thing.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, and I'm glad. Actually, I'm taking back. No, you know what? I'm taking back my MVP of the episode. My MVP of the episode is not Michonne. It's Nat.
Yay!
Nat. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Nat is my MVP of the episode because
Honestly, without
without his bomb making skills, you know,
that's
Michelle
without
true.
his bombing,
able to blow
honestly,
up
the
the army.
CRM they did it to themselves. Because why would you stash a ton of canisters full of chlorine gas in one area?
Yeah.
Yep.
Who does that?
Yep. Exactly.
Apparently, man.
And you know, and Nat just deserves the MVP because he's one of the best new characters that was introduced ever, and you know, only lasted an episode, so he deserves it.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure, definitely.
But yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna cap it here. Dawn, I'm so glad you were able to join us tonight.
No worries.
And Trisha and J-Star, thank you so much for being great co-hosts for the after show this season. It was so much fun. So much fun having you both. And I'm happy that, you know, we got to get everybody together.
Yeah, no problem.
We will have to find another show to dissect.
Yeah. Book of Carol starts in the summer.
Book of Carol. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it. Probably not. I'm down for Dead City though.
Yeah. We might go back to covering that. I'm still not sure. Because the thing is, I liked Dead City, and then I saw Daryl Dixon, and now I've seen The Ones Who Live, and I just like them so much better than Dead City that it's like I'm just not as like jazzed about covering it, but but we'll see.
Yeah.
But all right, guys, we're out. Thanks so much for a great season. I had so much fun with you all. And we'll see you later.
For sure.
Bye, guys. And Wild Marjoram, I'll get in touch about your Funko. All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.